Hey everybody, goemonronin here. I'm just having some lunch, and man, it looks really good. I know people hate it when I eat during videos, but man, gotta get one more bite, or I'm gonna be staring at that plate of food the whole time, and these avocados. Anyway, I just wanted to do a little quick video on what the DFW Facebook group is kind of about. There's another Fort Worth-based guitar group on Facebook called DFW Buy-Sell Trade, and they are probably the largest buy-sell trade group in the area. They have like 10,000 members. They're going on 10,000. They get like 56 new members a week, or something like that. It's completely insane. So they're kind of hard to compete with. They allow me to advertise our group there and everything like that. Alrios, the owner of that group, he's a cool dude. So he understands I'm trying to get my group kind of going, and allows me some leeway there. He probably wouldn't normally allow it, but I guess the point is there is a big buy-sell trade group already. There are several. Now, is DFW Guitarists a buy-sell trade group? Absolutely. We let people buy, sell, trade their gear there. We also allow people to post where their band is playing, whether they need band members or anything like that, which I don't think Buy-Sell Trade does. They do not allow that, so we are one of the groups that does that. But the overall point of this video is that we're not trying to be strictly a buy-sell trade group. I kind of want to do little contests and competitions here and there over the year to kind of get guitarists some equipment and stuff like that, and maybe through that try and get some sponsors, and then fund the channel and group a little bit better. Maybe even at some point partner this YouTube channel and start maybe making a little bit of cash there to help pay for things, because it is kind of expensive to do this stuff. I don't mind doing it for you guys. It's just, it takes me some time, and I have, expenses of my own that have to be considered when we're doing this stuff. Our first competition, the guitar kit contest, ran me a nice little chunk of money after all the prizes were purchased, and I didn't get the most expensive things here and there. The kit was what you'd call expensive for an average guy, but I am willing to do that kind of stuff if we have the input to do so. I'm hoping we get some submissions over the next few days, because the deadline for the contest is the 31st. It is growing nigh. We'll probably take till the weekend to kind of decide everything, mull things over, because it's just going to be 2 or 3 of the mods judging the competition right now. And as I've said before, if there are no further submissions, we kind of already have an idea of who's getting what, because these subs have been up for a long time, some of them since the 29th of July, when I originally posted the guidelines and rules. But I'm digressing here. The group is also a place where you can come and have discussions on anything. There's basically not anything that we don't allow you to do, as long as it's kind of guitar, bass, music sort of related. We generally get rid of people trying to sell sunglasses and stuff that show up pretty quickly. my administrator Rudy is in charge of kind of policing the posts and everything, and he does the majority of the member ads these days. I think he works off his smartphone, so I don't generally do that. I you know, have a job where I can't have my phone out all the time anyway. I'm primarily a desktop kind of dude. And then our other admin, Skip, is, I believe he's going to be sort of handling the advertising and trying to get the group out there. Well, I'm going to do a little bit of all that and kind of keep getting you guys reviews and content and stuff like that. I might be reviewing some older gear and stuff like that, but this is all gear that you can kind of find used, and it's important to know whether you're going to, you know, like it when you get it, or if it's something that you might be interested in at all. So I think there's a place for it. Like I said, once I get a sponsor that might be able to send me some equipment to test, I think we'll be in a better place there. I'd like to maybe talk to Bargain Musician about doing that, and maybe even GFS. I like those two companies. They've been very helpful as far as, you know, providing a good service for people who want to do these things. But I think a lot of people are concerned about competing, and, you know, I've said this in videos and posts before as well. If you're going to try and get into a band, that's essentially a competition, you know, and you might not always be joining a band that plays music that you normally play. You might be a metal guy trying to get into a country band just to kind of get yourself out there and get going, you know, or vice versa. Skip and I, well, I didn't really know him, but Skip knew a guy, Don Eberly, God rest his soul, who was like an amazing shredder, but he played in a Tejano band. You know, it was down south. That's what was popular back there, and that kind of, you know, paid the bills to a certain extent when it was sort of hard to get gigs as a shredder down there. So sometimes you just got to do what you got to do. And I'm not in the habit of giving like kind of stuff that I view as sort of expensive away for free, unless I get it free. That's one thing. I mean, if I get the thing free, then we can probably do a giveaway. If money was donated and the group bought it that way, then we might do a giveaway there as well. But if I've paid for something and it's kind of on the expensive side as I see it, that's going to be a competition, and it's probably going to be a songwriting competition, a guitar mod competition, something like that. But it's a good way to kind of hone your skills as well. You know, you're going to be judged on primarily your guitar and bass skills. So, you know, if you just keep submitting for contests, you'll eventually, you know, you're going to build on your skills as well, and you might get some really nice kind of free stuff along the way. So I'm like I said, I'm not really trying to be a dick about it or anything. It's just, you know, that's the way we kind of want to run the group. But we're also a small group. I'd like to see us grow a little bit more, and I think in order to do that, I can't really have people competing as far as songwriting goes all the time. So I think maybe our next competition or little contest that we're going to do is going to be for the best looking guitar. And I'll probably have you guys post some pics of some gear that either you've modded or you just think like looks great, an instrument, a guitar, a bass, you think looks great, you're really proud of in one way or another, and you know, we'll whittle that down to 3, and you know, you'll get prizes accordingly. I'm thinking probably a nice one of those dual stage GFS guitar pedals, strap, and then a set of picks will be the tier for that. I can't always do a guitar kit, or even just a guitar. That might be an option at some point too. You know, actually just putting an instrument out there that's already constructed. Because some people, I understand, would rather just have an instrument. They're not interested in building a kit. You know. Anyway, I want to get back to my food, so I'm going to go ahead and call this here. Welcome all you new members, by the way. It's great to have people showing up to the group and everything like that. So, goemonronin signing off.